this is Eno. Welcome to this video. I'm going to spend a little time today with my brand new hot off the presses Glock 26 Gen 4. Just got it, so I thought I'd sit it down and kind of do a few little upgrades. These are usually the things when I get a Glock, irregardless if it's a Glock 26 or my 19 or my 22, irregardless of what it is. These are a few of the things, not all of them. I don't do this to every Glock, but these are a few of the things that I do. Typically we'll add on a few little extra parts. And of course I develop a preference for holster. Now sometimes a holster isn't something that you can decide overnight, but I've carried the Glock 26 in the past, and the Gen 4 fits right in the same holster as all my other Glock 26s did, so I'm going to continue carrying in this holster. I like using the paddle holster for the Blackhawk with the Gen 4, sorry, Glock 26. It's one of the few Blackhawk holsters that I don't leave as a belt holster, that I turn over to a paddle holster, because the Glock 26 is usually the gun that I'm going to grab and carry when I have to go to the property, to our property, and check it out because something's going on, or an alarm goes off and I have to go there, and I might get there before the police do because I live relatively close by. In those situations I'm typically going to arm myself. Very rarely do I respond to an alarm at the business or anything like that and not have a firearm with me. And so in those cases I'm usually just grabbing it and going, and so I don't have time to put on a belt. I'm not always wearing a pair of pants that's conducive to a belt or a pair of shorts or something, so I run the paddle so I can just throw it in there, stick it on my waistband, and it's good to go. So that's why I carry that. It's a good, easy, quick holster to use, and it serves me real well. I like it. Some other guns I prefer the Safariland, but for this particular one I like the Blackhawk. I do have some parts that I'm going to kind of play with here for a little bit. I did have a grip extension or frame insert, whatever you want to call it, for this particular gun. All the Glocks pretty much come with a little void behind the mag well there underneath the grip, the back strap, if you will, and that is just kind of an open space. Now unfortunately I didn't really think about it, but I had one left over from my previous gun, and I didn't realize it until I got the gun home. I didn't try to install it, but I realized after I got the gun home that one's probably not going to work with my Gen 4 because of the redesigned grip and backstrap. So I did take it out of the box and tried to use it, but just to see if it would work, and it doesn't work. So and I kind of knew that going into it. Like I said, I've had it for a while. I just got it as a replacement, but as you can see, it's way too big for that. There's no way that that's going to fit in. So that's for a Gen 3. It'll work with a Gen 3. It might also work with previous gens, I'm not exactly sure, but I know it works with a Gen 3 because I had one on my Gen 3. So if anybody wants a plug for a Gen 3 Glock 26, drop me a line. I'll send it to you free of charge. I have no use for it. I don't own one anymore, so they're not worth trying to sell. So if anybody's interested in it, let me know. I have a couple different mag extensions here. I have two different ones. They're both by Pierce. These will work with either 26, 27, 33s, and I believe 39s also. But at least the first three they'll work. The first one is just a simple extension to the mag for the extra finger. So when you put it in the gun, it looks like that. Very cool. And this does not increase the capacity of the magazine at all. It still remains a 10-round magazine, but you have a little place for your finger. The second one that I have is the extension that adds the two more rounds. Well, it depends on what gun you put it on. If you put it on a 26, it'll add 2 rounds. If you put it on a 9mm, it'll add 2 rounds. If you put it on a 40 cal, it'll add 1 round. So, and that looks like that. Like I said, that will increase the capacity of the mag. So I like these better because I like increasing mag capacities. So I'm going to go ahead and install this right away. So here are our parts. Let me put the gun aside for right now. So when you open it up, you'll get these two parts. Put it back in there. So you'll get the actual extension, and then you'll get this little plastic piece here for the inside of the mag. It's like a mag bottom, I guess. I don't know, spring bottom, something like that. So the first thing that we have to do is get the plate off the bottom of this one. Now it slides towards the back, or excuse me, it slides from the back, so it slides towards the front. And if you notice, there's this little button right there. And basically how you do this, there's two little prongs or ears on each side of the magazine. I've seen YouTube videos out there, people taking like pliers and pushing that in, and don't do that, okay? Some people amaze me. So basically what you want to do is you want to take a punch, or if you want to use, you know, the Glock tool works pretty well for this too. So basically you want to take a punch. I'm going to use a punch just because I don't want to mess up my Glock tool too bad, because this takes kind of a lot of pressure. So you push in that little button on the bottom of the mag, and then you just kind of push forward. I kind of push the plate and the punch, the drift punch, forward together at the same time. And I'm gonna have to do this off camera because you kind of need a lot of force to do it. And kind of what you want to do is do it till like you feel it's gonna break, you know. Oops. Okay, there it goes. And then you can just kind of push it forward with your fingers. I'm just going to kind of rock it forward. There we go. And I kept the, oops, that little plate slipped off. So you want to kind of keep your thumb over it so you don't lose your spring. And just remember, this does have an orientation, so don't forget that, okay? So this is the plate that was in there originally, and so we can put that aside for now. And this is the new plate that will go on. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide our spring in there, just like that, okay? And then we're going to push this back down into the mag, just like that, okay? And then we're going to take our new piece, our new extension, and we're just going to slide that right over. And as soon as you get kind of a little bit up there, you can let it go, and then that will slide right into place. Okay, when you're done, the little kind of dimple, if you will, little plastic piece will slide right in there, just like the other one. And now we have a 12-round mag for the Glock 26, and a nice little place to put our pinky. So it works very well. There you go. There it is. So keep these pieces. Don't throw them away. Little bin over there I put stuff in. So let's do another one. You know, why not? We have plenty of time. Let's do another one. I haven't done this in a while, so a little rusty. We'll do better on this one. Demonstrate this again. I'll try to do this one a little bit more on camera. So basically you put your drift punch in. Again, you have a little button right there. Put the drift punch in there, or your Glock tool or whatever, and then you just kind of take it and you kind of pry it forward till it snaps. There it goes, okay? You almost feel like you're going to break it, okay? And then remember, keep your thumb over it so you don't lose the whole thing. Just wiggle it forward. There we go. And there we are. See? Very cool. That one went a little smoother. So you can take, this is a brand new magazine, so I'm not going to bother cleaning it because this is a brand new one. I haven't used it yet. But obviously, if this is a magazine that you've used a lot, this is a great time to clean the inside of your mag. Okay? Just remember, this is the follower. Just remember that has an orientation to it, so don't put it in backwards or wrong. And also, you can tell just by looking at the spring that there's a top and a bottom, so just to make sure you don't screw that up while you're trying to put it back together. But yeah, it's a good time. This is a used mag. Good time to throw some little rag in there and clean it out. Clean off your spring. You don't really need to oil these at all. If you do, very, very lightly. You really don't need to worry about oiling them at all. So again, we put that the little dimple there, or nipple, whatever you want to call it, is going to go towards the front. Okay, so we're going to push that back down in to the mag, just like that. Okay, hold it with our thumb, take our extension, slip it right on. Okay, we can kind of take our thumb off, there it goes, and just push it on until it catches. Again, you can see the little ears on the side of the mag interface with the extension. I don't know if you can see that, but it does. So now we have a second one done. So all three work really good. There we go. 3 mags with our Pierce round extension grip extensions. And they all say copyright 1999 on the back of them. So it's going to make it easy for me to find my Glock 26 magazines from now on. So there we go. Like I said, I still have the Pierce ones that do not extend the magazine count, but in my personal opinion, if you're going to go through the hassle of doing this, you might as well add a couple rounds to the mag. Never heard nothing. So feels really good. That feels real good when you get those extensions on there. So some people don't like them, you know, to each his own. I personally like the extensions, so I use them. I think it makes the gun look a little better too. So there we go, Glock 26 with mag extensions. Remember, if anybody wants that, let me know. Take it easy.